Good morning, class 5. Myself, Ranjit Kumar. I welcome you all in the e-learning program of Modern English School, Kunti Nagar, Nevada. This is the third video lecture of the chapter Air and Water. In yesterday's animation, I have provided you the composition of air. That only I will explain in briefly. Means I will explain briefly, then I will go into detail about the properties of air. What is the composition? First, what is the definition of air? Air is a mixture of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, and other gases like carbon dioxide, hydrogen, argon, methane, along with water vapor, smoke, and dust. This is the definition. What is the air? Air is a mixture of gases. Which gases? Nitrogen, oxygen, and some other gases like carbon dioxide, hydrogen, helium, argon, water vapor. These gases are found in the air along with water vapor, smoke, and dust particles. These things are found in air. The major component, the major area, the maximum gas that is present in air is nitrogen. So nitrogen is approximately 78% of the total air. Means if you collect 100 gram of air, in that 78 gram will be nitrogen. Next is 21% is oxygen, and remaining 1% that is for other gases. So all the other gases, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, helium, lithium, means hydrogen, helium, argon, all gas come under these other gases, that is 1%. So oxygen, we know why we need oxygen. Oxygen is required for breathing. All living organisms required oxygen for respiration. Nitrogen is not used directly. Actually, it is used for making fertilizer. Nowadays we are using nitrogen to make fertilizer, but we cannot use nitrogen directly. Plant has the capacity, means plant also, certain plant along with some bacteria that have capacity to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. So atmospheric nitrogen is converted into protein by plants, and then that protein is consumed by the animals. So the nitrogen is 78%, but it is not directly useful to us. Next, nitrogen is non-supporter of combustion, means it controls the fire. Means if oxygen percentage would have been more, the burning will be more vigorous, बहुत तेजी से आग जलता, but nitrogen will control the burning speed of any substance. Next is humidity. The amount of water vapor present in air is called humidity. बारिश के मौसम में आप देखते हैं, बारिश होने के बाद थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा गर्मी लगता है एंड स्किन फील सो वाटरी. So that is called humidity. This happens due to humidity. The amount of water vapor present in the air is called humidity. Okay, these things you should keep in mind. Percentage of nitrogen, percentage of oxygen, percentage of other gases, and what are the other gases are there? Carbon dioxide, hydrogen, argon, methane. These are the other gases that is in the atmosphere. And along with that, the humidity. What is the humidity? Amount of water vapor present in air is called humidity. Okay, the next point that we have to see is properties of air. To understand this, there are certain activity. That activity I will explain, but how to write that activity, it is there in the book. You can write from there. If anyone have any problem, I will help you, no problem about that. Properties of air. What are the properties of air? First, एयर ऑक्युपाइज स्पेस मीन्स एयर जगह छेकता है. How we can prove this? We will see with an activity. Air has weight. Air का वजन होता है. How we will see? We will see now. Air exerts pressure. Air कुछ ताकत भी लगाता है. Exerts pressure. And air is needed for burning. All these four things we will see today, means now. First, air occupies space. There is one activity that will help you to understand air occupies space. Take a container. In that container, you take water. Okay? After taking water in that, take an inverted glass or container. Take a mug that is upside down. I am saying take an inverted container. कुछ भी glass है, glass normally is like this. So what I am saying, make it upside down. So invert it. Now try to push this in the water. When you will try to push this in water, you will see that it is difficult to push it. It is difficult to push it in the container because the air present in the glass will not allow water to enter. So what you have to do, you have to take the glass and tilt it. थोड़ा सा तिरछा कर देंगे. When you tilt it like this, when you tilt it like this, some air will escape from here in the form of bubbles and water will enter into the glass. Why this happens? Why water was not able to enter into the glass? Because air was present there. So air do not allow water to enter into the glass. It means I can say this area was occupied by air. ये जगह पहले से भरा हुआ था. किसके द्वारा? हवा के द्वारा. इसी के कारण वो वाटर को उसमें इंटर नहीं करने दे रहा था. So that's why I can, means with this activity we can say when we tilted it, air get space to come out and water enter into the glass. So with this activity we can say air occupies space, means air कुछ जगह भी छेदता है. So if there would have been no air, then easily water would have been entered into the glass, but air was present there that do not allow water to enter into the glass. With this activity we can say air occupies space. Next, air has weight. We know that air do not have, means we feel that air do not have weight. Take a stick, tie a thread at the center and hang it. एक धागा लेना है, एक स्टिक पे इस तरह से बांध देना है और इसको लटका देना है. Take two balloon of same size and same shape, everything, and tie to both balloon at both the end of the stick. You will see that stick is still like this. Now what you do, you fill air in one of the balloon. When you fill air in one of the balloon, the stick will tilt like this. The size, the balloon material in both, means this balloon and this balloon is identical. They have same weight. But when I filled air in this balloon, the weight of this balloon has increased. It means air has weight. So you can write tie two balloon at the end of a stick and hang the stick by tying a thread at the center of the stick. The balloon will have same weight. Now fill one balloon with air. After some time you will feel that one of the stick will tilt towards the balloon filled with air. With this activity we can say air has weight. Third is air exerts pressure. Take a glass fill water in this till here, till top, fill the glass with water. Take a cardboard and place it over it. Place a cardboard and place over the glass. This is the glass. Fill it with water. Place a cardboard over it and make it upside down. Immediately make it upside down. Means do it like this. So you placed a cardboard over it and make it upside down. So now it is like this. You will see that water is not falling. Why? Because here in first I have told you, in first activity I have told you, water wanted to enter the glass, but air do not allow water to enter into the glass. Here in this glass water is already present there. Air from the surround want to enter into the glass, but water do not allow. Means there is a barrier. This cardboard is not allowing water to come out, and at the same time the air from the surround is exerting pressure because it want to enter into the glass. So with this activity we can say air exerts pressure. This cardboard is not falling because air from the surrounding is exerting pressure. So with this activity we can say air exerts pressure. Last is air is needed for burning. Take a candle, light it. After lighting it, cover it with a glass jar. इस कैंडल को एक शीशा के जार से ढक देना है. After some time you will see that the candle get extinguished. Means from this activity we can say air is needed for burning. If air is not there, the candle will not burn and it will extinguish. So from these four activity we can say air has four properties. Till now we are talking about four properties. Some more properties we will discuss in coming video, but for today you will see these four properties. Air occupies space, air has weight, air exerts pressure, and air is needed for burning. So these this property I have explained you. Along with this I will also send some animation that will help you to understand. Okay, thank you.